Harris to propose up to $25,000 in down payment support for first-time homebuyers. As Harris to endorse protections for renters and removal of key tax benefits for Wall Street. Harris to propose up to $25,000 in down payment support for first-time homebuyers. As Harris to endorse protections for renters and removal of key tax benefits for Wall Street investors buying homes. Where Harris to target price gouging in first policy speech in North Carolina. With Milei, poverty in Argentina reaches 73.3%. Half of crypto ads on Facebook are scams or violate Meta's policies, consumer regulator alleges, as Australian regulator claims 58% of crypto ads on Facebook are scams. Meta denies claims of crypto ad scams on Facebook. Crypto criminals shift focus to centralized exchanges, Chainalysis report reveals. ZachXBT claims 21 North Korea crypto devs are making $500,000 a month. Matthew Perry's assistant and doctors charged with getting him ketamine. J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk named in cyberbullying lawsuit filed by Algerian boxer Amain Khalif after Olympic win. 50 Cent says celebs are silent on Diddy because they've been to his parties. Nicolas Cage to play NFL icon John Madden in David O. Russell's biopic. Trump says presidential civilian award is better than top military honor whose recipients are dead or hit by bullets. Tim Walz and J.D. Vance agree to U.S. vice presidential debate, setting up October 1st clash. Texas Attorney General threatens lawsuit over the state fair banning guns. In the UK, Conservative Party's visa restrictions on international students won't be reversed, Education Secretary says. In Canada, cell phone ban coming to Manitoba schools this fall, Kinyu announces. FCC approves AST SpaceMobile's first commercial satellite launch, space-based broadband network direct to everyday cell phones. In the UK, Extinction Rebellion's plan to storm Windsor Castle and camp on royal grounds for 3 days revealed. In the US, a Jordanian citizen arrested for explosives threats and attack on energy facility, for their perceived support for Israel. Kim.com to be extradited from New Zealand after 12 years fight with US. Pagani says 70% of Utopias sold have manual transmissions. 2025 Lincoln Navigator gets a massive new screen, second row massage seats. Geely Xpeng. Xiaomi boosted by strong vehicle sales amid threats from EU tariffs. Citroën leaving Australia after being outsold by Ferrari. In the UK, thousands hit by fines from cloned car plates. Acura's new concept previews the first model atop Honda's EV platform that will be built in US. Home Depot warns of pullback in consumer spending, saying Americans are delaying big projects, and 1/3 of home builders are slashing prices, as confidence in the market falls to 8 months low. Travel companies rein in their forecasts as U.S. consumers cut spending. U.S. nearly doubles duty on Canadian softwood lumber. New Androcon attack exploits GPS signal metadata to breach user privacy. Google confirms Iran-linked hackers targeted Trump-Biden campaigns. T-Mobile faces record $60 million fine for failing to report data access violation. Microsoft will soon have its own AirDrop for Windows PCs and Android. Reportedly, Google's AI future depends on Android. A Department of Justice threat to split it off creates an existential crisis. Former Google CEO Eric Schmidt blames remote work for falling behind against OpenAI, apologizes, then video of Eric Schmidt blaming remote work for Google's woes mysteriously vanishes. MIT delivers database containing 700+ risks associated with AI. The AI scientists Sakana AI, the first comprehensive system for fully automatic scientific discovery, occasionally tries to increase its chance of success, such as modifying and launching its own execution script. Former Google CEO says successful AI startups can steal IP and hire lawyers to clean up the mess. In the U.S., Democrats accuse Kroger of using digital price tags to gouge consumers. Mars to buy Pringles maker Kellanova for $36 billion in 2024's biggest deal. Federal Trade Commission announces final rule banning fake reviews and testimonials. Driver's licenses and state IDs in Apple Wallet are coming soon to California. MetaQuest HDMI link will be released, which allows you to display images from notebook PCs, smartphones, game consoles, etc. on MetaQuest. Cisco slashes thousands of workers, as it announces yearly profit of $10.3 billion. Trump warns that if Kamala Harris wins, everybody gets health care, And Donald Trump says he's entitled to personal attacks on Kamala Harris. Secret Service approves bulletproof glass to shield Trump at outdoor rallies. In the U.S., Biden and Harris administration announces new, lower prices for first 10 drugs selected for Medicare price negotiation to lower costs for millions of Americans. LA woman sentenced to 12 years in Russian prison over $51 donation to Ukraine. Ukraine to offer citizenship to foreign fighters and their families. RFK Jr. now seeks deal with Harris for administration role in exchange for endorsement, after making same offer to Trump. Sanders accuses Trump of laying groundwork for election denial, with AI crowd claims. Harris campaign deceptively trims Trump post about Elon Musk interview. Ukraine cleared to use armor donated by Canada on Russian territory. Biden open to sending long-range cruise missiles to Ukraine. British Challenger 2 tanks thought to have been used inside Russia by Ukrainian troops. Biden joins calls for new elections in Venezuela, and White House walks back Biden's call for new Venezuela election. Thaksin's daughter Paetongtarn Shinawatra to become new Thai PM. In Canada, Pierre Poilievre promises to defund the CBC, after $18.4 million bonus amount revealed. Belarus Lukashenko urges Russia and Ukraine to end war as Kursk incursion continues and U.S. wants Russians, Ukrainians to die in conflict, says Lukashenko. China and Vatican discuss Ukraine peace plan as Russia continues to lose ground. White House confirms Russia redeploy part of its troops to Kursk region. WHO Director General declares monkeypox outbreak, a public health emergency of international concern. China to screen arrivals showing monkeypox symptoms as cases spread outside Africa. Sweden records first case of new monkeypox variant outside Africa. Iran is giving $24 to anyone who reports illegal crypto miners. U.S. moves $600 million of Silk Road Bitcoin to Coinbase Prime, but not necessarily to sell. Floki becomes official cryptocurrency partner of Nottingham Forest FC. Iraq says announcement on date for end to U.S.-led coalition mission postponed. China will limit exports of antimony, a mineral used in products from batteries to weapons. In Russia, YouTube launches function for quick transfer of content from YouTube. In Israel, Attorney General tells Netanyahu to form independent inquiry to avoid ICC warrant. Saudi Crown Prince fears assassination over normalization with Israel. Abbas declares Gaza indivisible from Palestine, and Gaza truce talks start in Doha, as Israel and Iran tensions simmer. Hurricane Ernesto heads for Bermuda after causing power cuts in Puerto Rico. Deadly floods hit Chad's Tibesti province, killing 54 and devastating economy. Typhoon ample barrels towards Tokyo disrupting flights, power. SolarWinds releases patch for critical flaw in web help desk software. New GAFJIT botnet variant targets weak SSH passwords for GPU crypto mining. GitHub vulnerability Artifact exposes repositories to potential takeover. Russian-linked hackers target Eastern European NGOs and media. Ransom Hub Group deploys new EDR killing tool in latest cyber attacks. New cyber threat targets Azerbaijan and Israel diplomats, stealing sensitive data. Russia diplomat says Ukraine wouldn't have attacked Nord Stream without U.S. approval. And in Nord Stream gas pipeline sabotage, Poland receives arrest warrant for Ukrainian. Ukraine presidential advisor denies Ukraine's involvement in Nord Stream explosions. Recently, Ukrainian team blew up Nord Stream pipeline, claims report. Binance agrees to $1.76 million settlement with Brazilian authorities, and Binance restarts services in India after 7 months regulatory halt. Goldman Sachs reveals more than $400 million in Bitcoin ETF holdings. Klarna takes on banks with a personal account and cashback rewards ahead of IPO. North Korean leader says thousands of flood victims will be brought to capital for temporary care. 1 week ago, in North Korea, thousands evacuated and homes destroyed by flooding, amid worsening food shortage. Mercury bomb threatens millions as Arctic temperatures rise. Japan lifts megaquake alert after no major seismic activity detected. Navy completes install of first MQ-25 unmanned air warfare center aboard USS George H.W. Bush. China's military AI detects secret radar links between South China Sea, Alaska and Guam. U.S. eases tech curbs to boost AUKUS security pact with UK and Australia. NASA citizen scientists spot object moving 1 million miles per hour. Astronomers spot a giant planet that is as light as cotton candy. Dinosaur-killing Chicxulub asteroid formed in solar system's outer reaches. Crypto Democrats rally behind Harris campaign and push for policy revamp, and Republicans claim betrayal as cryptocurrency PAC backs Democrats. Donald Trump holds over $1 million in Ether, also receives NFT licensing fees, and Trump reveals $513 million from golf clubs and resorts. NYC Mayor Eric Adams and his campaign receive subpoenas in federal investigation. California weakens bill to prevent AI disasters before final vote, taking advice from Anthropic. Deepfake porn website sued by San Francisco city attorney. Biden admin wants to make canceling subscriptions easier. Google quietly opens Imagen 3 access to all U.S. users. XAI releases Grok 2 adds image generation on X. JP Morgan Chase is giving its employees an AI assistant powered by ChatGPT maker OpenAI. Nearly 25% of European landscape could be re-wilded, say researchers. Scientists find humans age dramatically in 2 bursts at 44 then 60. Launch of Russia's Bion-M biosatellite postponed to 2025. A Japanese dancer is booed after winning a flamenco festival in Murcia. U.S. Embassy in China faces backlash over color-adjusted photos of swimmers' faces at Paris Olympics. Self-driving Waymo cars keep SF residents awake all night by honking at each other. GM cuts China jobs as it resets in world's biggest car market. More than half of new cars sold in China are now electric or hybrid, and global EV sales up 21% in July as China records biggest jump of 2024, as per Row Motion. Jaguar's latest plan is to basically stop selling cars for a year. 2025 GMC Terrain is boxy again and ditches the push-button shifter. MTV Video Music Awards move back a day because of U.S. presidential debate and will air on September 11th. Isaac Hayes' family demands $3 million from Donald Trump for playing Hold On, I'm Coming at campaign events. Pro-Trump Super PAC says it will spend $100 million on ads between now and Labor Day. A 24 circling Anthony Bourdain biopic Tony from Star Thrower Entertainment, with The Holdovers breakout Dominic Sessa in talks to star. Rachel Lillis, Pokemon star who voiced Misty and Jessie, dies at 55. Red Hot Chili Peppers rap Unlimited Love Tour with over 3.4 million tickets sold. Donald Trump is using Jeffrey Epstein's old jet to fly to campaign events. Second photo alleged to show J.D. Vance in drag posted online. Former Colorado clerk Tina Peters, one-time hero to election deniers, convicted in computer breach. Doom. The Dark Ages gameplay reportedly shown at QuakeCon, revealing a revamped glory kill system and a mech with a cannon. Open World Terminator. Survivor's Steam Early Access delayed into 2025. Randy Pitchford teases Borderlands 4 after tirade over flop movie adaptation. Kamala Harris backed by 50% of Brits compared to just 21% for Donald Trump? New poll shows. Voters trust Harris more than Trump on economy, as per a poll. Trump falsely claims a crowd photo from Harris's campaign rally in Detroit was created using AI, and former U.S. Congress Speaker McCarthy tells Trump to stop questioning size of Harris's crowds. Millions of Britons made ill because their home is too hot, study finds, as UK faces heat wave. More than 47,000 people died in Europe last year due to heat, report says. Puerto Rico activates National Guard as Tropical Storm Ernesto approaches. In the UK, HMRC admits it will never recover £19 billion of unpaid tax. In the US, bankruptcies jumped 28% in states with legal online sports betting. In the US FDA, panel rejects MDMA-aided therapy for PTSD. Scientists hail smart insulin that responds to changing blood sugar levels in real time. WHO invites monkeypox vaccine manufacturers to submit dossiers for emergency evaluation. Canada's temporary foreign worker program a breeding ground for modern slavery? UN report concludes, and cheap foreign labor soars in Canada as young workers are left jobless. New Zealand immigration slowing amid record citizen departures. Israel creates plan to bring in more foreign workers in place of Palestinians. It has been reported that the 2024 iPhone 16 will have Apple Intelligence as its biggest selling point, and the 2025 iPhone 17 will have a new ultra-thin mid-range model, the iPhone Air, to revamp the lineup, and the rumored iPhone 17 Slim could instead be called the iPhone 17 Air. Apple's Journal app to receive AI-powered upgrades, latest patent suggests. iOS 18.1 Beta 2 with Apple Intelligence now rolling out to developers. Beijing admits Hong Kong flagship destroyed key Baltic gas pipeline by accident. Chevron starts ultra-deepwater oil field production in U.S. Gulf of Mexico. Oil prices hold gains after OPEC trims demand outlook on China's softness. UAE economy continues robust growth across real estate, tourism, manufacturing reported by OPEC. UN body says Brazil is close to leaving the hunger map and Lula celebrates, working in the right direction. 76% of Hong Kong firms have never hired young people with special needs. Survey finds. Invisible laser beam detects what a MacBook user is typing. Dune scientists observe first neutrinos with prototype detector at Fermilab. China builds with manufactured sand at 80%, easing worry about overmining and environmental cost. 23andMe reaches settlement in data breach class actions lawsuit. $50 million wrongful death lawsuit against Titan submersible operators highlights use of $30 Logitech game controller. In the U.S., federal appeals court finds geofence warrants are categorically unconstitutional. Realme teases 320W supersonic charge ahead of August 14th unveiling. Google's first Pixel 8 devices made in India are ready. Google-backed software developer GitLab explores sales, sources say. China's autonomous vehicle startup, WeRide, seeks U.S. IPO at $5 billion valuation. Tesla stops taking orders for cheapest Cybertruck, offers $100,000 version now. China's Hesai to be removed from U.S. Defense Department blacklist. 4 months ago, LiDAR maker Hesai sues U.S. government, denies alleged link to China's military. American Airlines flight makes emergency landing after passengers spot lice in woman's hair. South Korea deploys sniffer dog to screen for bedbugs after Paris Games. CrowdStrike accepted a Most Epic Fail award at DEF CON hacking conference. Canada Chief Human Rights Commissioner resigns after controversy over Israel activity, and embattled Human Rights Chief resigns, as review concludes he intentionally omitted name information. Pro-fox hunting group says, UK hunters should be protected ethnic minority. Judge rules against RFK Jr. in fight to be on New York's ballot, says he is not a state resident. Red Dead Redemption PC announcement leaks on PSN. Halloween is getting its own Unreal Engine 5 game with John Carpenter intimately involved. Former Xbox studio Tango Gameworks and Hi-Fi Rush have been acquired by PUBG's Krafton Inc., saving it from closure. Apple says Patreon must switch to its billing system or risk removal from App Store. Betting marketplace Polymarket and AI search engine Perplexity partner on info sharing deal. TikTok comes for messaging apps with the addition of group chats. US FDA approves nasal spray alternative to EpiPen for allergic reactions. In the UK, gene therapy costing over £1.6 million is approved for NHS patients with inherited blood disorder. Ozempic is changing people's skin, say plastic surgeons. In Malaysia, growing number of youth delaying marriage worrying, says minister. Kenya's starvation cult leader goes on trial for manslaughter over mass deaths. Number of UK adults who vape reaches record level with 32% share, report finds. Storm Maria lashes Japan with intense rainfall, canceling flights and sending thousands to shelters. Half of Greece on maximum fire alert as swaths of Europe bake. Evacuations ordered near Athens, as Greek authorities try to contain wildfires, and Greek government calls for EU disaster response mechanism over fire. Excessive rain causes flooding chaos across Oklahoma City metro area. IDF, Shin Bet name another 12 Hamas, Islamic Jihad operatives killed in strike at Gaza school, bringing total to 31. 3 days ago, White House deeply concerned after Gaza officials report more than 100 killed in school sheltering thousands. UNSC schedules meeting to discuss Israeli strike on Gazan school for August 13th. Hamas says it won't take part in Gaza hostage ceasefire deal talks. In Israel, anonymous ex-user who threatened hostage families identified as local tycoon. Ukrainian deputy minister detained for massive bribe. In South Africa, Democratic Alliance wants police minister to appear before parliament over 5.4 million missing and closed dockets since 2018. Scientists find oceans of water on Mars. It's just too deep to tap. A geological feature called the Double Arch in southern Utah has collapsed. North-central Washington seeing record returns of sockeye salmon. Court rejects U.S. appeal in Jordan Chiles' bronze medal fight. 2 days ago, American gymnast Jordan Chiles lost her bronze medal on floor exercise. Flavor Flav offers Jordan Chiles a bronze clock necklace as medal replacement. Paris Olympics averaged 30.6 million viewers, 82% bump from Tokyo. FTC approves final new horse racing oversight rule. U.S. needs strong president. Donald Trump asserts Putin, Xi, Kim Jong-un are at top of their game in Musk interview. Trump says his biggest fear is nuclear warming, with China to overtake U.S. in capability. IDF says it has no intel to confirm or deny Hamas claims its guards killed wounded Israeli hostages. Hamas armed wing says one Israeli hostage killed, 2 women captives seriously wounded. 6 months ago in Israel, sperm from 91 fallen soldiers retrieved, bill to allow use awaiting Knesset approval. Reportedly, Belarusian air defenses shot down 13 drones flying from Ukraine on August 9, and Belarus summons Ukraine envoy over alleged drone airspace violations. Ukrainian troops have captured 28 settlements amid Kursk incursion, Russia says. Putin cuts off governor who admitted Ukraine advancing in Russia, and Putin replaces Gerasimov with FSB chief Bortnikov in Kursk operation. Putin says Ukraine's attack on Russia is aimed at ceasefire negotiations. Reportedly, non-ice-class ships may be involved in Northern Sea route traffic, and 2 months ago, first non-ice-class container ship receives Arctic permit. China finishes work on mega oil and gas platform destined for the Gulf. Arctic Ocean may absorb less CO2 than projected due to coastal erosion. Hezbollah chief claims Israel in decline as IDF warns border areas on high alert. U.S. for European nations call on Iran to refrain from attacking Israel. In Brazil, Amorim blocks Israeli armored vehicles and defense proposes production in RS. Researchers uncover vulnerabilities in SolarMan and DAI solar systems. FreeBSD releases urgent patch for high-severity OpenSSH vulnerability. Eastwind attack deploys PlugY and GruApache backdoors using booby-trapped LNK files. U.S. to convene Sudan ceasefire talks, even without Khartoum. 2 days ago, Sudan says consultations with U.S. conclude without agreement. Putin to hold talks with Palestinian president in Moscow. China, Indonesia hold first 2+2 senior officials meeting amid South China Sea tensions. Air taxis failed to get certified for the Paris Olympics. There's still hope for Los Angeles 2028. Indians wanting their money back for undelivered Teslas shows how drastically the EV market changed. SpaceX to launch 4 people on historic Fram 2 mission over Earth's poles in late 2024. Elon Musk claims massive DDoS attack targeting ex-Trump conversation. Elon Musk offers Donald Trump cooperation in possible government. Google says it is deactivating Russia-based AdSense accounts. German state-owned development bank, KfW prepares for tokenized bond issuance with Börse Stuttgart Digital in ECB trial. Binance will start converting Monero to USDC on September 2nd as part of delisting. Mark Cuban says to get rich, invest 10% of savings in high-risk investments, but if it's Bitcoin, throw a Hail Mary and pretend it's gone. Celsius sues Tether over $3.3 billion Bitcoin claim, and Celsius targets Tether, Badger DAO, Compound, and Netanyahu's niece and nephew in lawsuits. 9 months ago, crypto lender Celsius Network cleared to exit bankruptcy, and 17 months ago it had been reported as Celsius seeks $2 billion withdrawn before bankruptcy. 9 months ago, bankruptcy court confirms that retail borrowers' crypto belongs to Celsius. SEC files fraud charges against promoters of Novatech, alleged $650 million crypto pyramid scheme. Former Bank of Japan board member rules out another rate hike this year. Director of the Central Bank of Brazil insists on possible rate hikes. Fitch downgrades Israel to outlook negative. Hackers leak 2.7 billion data records with U.S. Social Security numbers. Suspected Iranian hackers breached Roger Stone's personal email as part of effort to target Trump campaign, sources say, and FBI is investigating suspected Iranian hack attempts against Trump and Biden campaigns. A Belarusian and Ukrainian leader of international malvertising and ransomware schemes of Angler exploit kit, other malware, and online scams extradited from Poland to face cybercrime